I'm kind of glad I started covering Rush Duel when I did because we have the final cards for their new KP21 set, which is a Cell Road Attack, and honestly, it's very interesting of a set because it's giving support to a lot of their themes in the whole entire game, being things like the Plasmatic Model, Tomabot, a Cell Wonder, the Dark Magician, Demolition, High Tech Dragon, Magnet Warrior, Seven Road, and Shadow Flower series. But we have new cards for both Cyber Dragon and Harpie Lady, along with a new Legend card. So let's take a look at them and let's talk about them. So we have Cyber Surveillance Dragon. It's a level 9 light machine fusion effect, 2100 attack and 2500 defense. And the materials are Cyber Search Dragon and Cyber Dragon. Now, Cyber Search Dragon was a card that came out as a promo, then reprinted in the structure deck that they recently got. And this is a very cool card for Cyber Dragon for Rush Duels. You could tribute summon this card in attack position by attributing one face-up Cyber Dragon. During your main phase, for the requirement that you normal or special summon this card, place one card from your hand to the top of the deck, then the effect is special summon one Cyber Dragon from your graveyard face up to your field. It's pretty much just granting you both materials at once, just for this fusion summon of this fusion monster. So the requirements are you change this attack position card to face up defense position, to fusion summon a level 10 machine monster by shuffling 3 or more Cyber Dragon from your field or graveyard into its owner's deck. Also, for the rest of this turn, that monster gains 600 attack. This is a good way of recycling resources, especially for Cyber Dragon, because you get to recycle 3 or more Cyber Dragons from your field or graveyard, which is really useful for the deck that wants to get out their Cyber Dragon fusion monsters as much as they can. Overall, I definitely think it's gonna help Cyber Dragon a little, but I'm not one to judge on what is going to be useful for a lot of decks, but I know this next card for Harpie Lady is going to be good, being Harpie Lady 3-in-1. It's a level 8 wind fusion effect monster with 2600 attack and 1400 defense, carrying the Harpie Lady aesthetic that the OCG has had for quite some time. It takes a Harpie Lady 3 and a level 4 or lower winged beast monster, so almost a lot of the deck. And you can contact fusion this card, and the requirement is send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. The effect is this card's name is treated as a Harpie Lady for the rest of this turn. During your opponent's next turn, your opponent can only declare up to 2 attacks. Now, from what I got out from a lot of friends that actually I Rush Duel and play it, Harpie Lady has been one of the best decks in the format for a little bit, and this definitely helps them because limiting the options of what your opponent can do attack-wise can be very detrimental if they don't have ways to get over it, especially very immediately. Being able to limit how many attacks your opponent can do has always been a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is worrisome, where you have to try and get rid of the card as soon as you can before things get out of hands. But overall, it's definitely a good fusion monster. I definitely see them playing this as maybe a one-of, with how limited the extra deck is, but honestly, definitely a very good card for Harpie Ladies. And now we have the new Legend cards. A new Ritual monster that's a Celestial Sword Ritual, and we have, or Celestial Warrior, and we have a new Ritual spell to go with it. Now, you have Legend Lineage Saber. It is a light level 10 Celestial Warrior Ritual effect monster that has 3,000 attack and 300 defense to carry the whole entire deck on what it is currently. This card is treated as a Legend card while in the graveyard. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 500 attack until the end of this turn, and if there are 3 or more level 7 monsters with 300 defense in your graveyard, then you could choose one level 7 monster with 300 defense in your graveyard and special summon it to your field, face up. So this is a good way to get your Grand Legend monsters from the graveyard back onto the field after your Ritual summoned. And honestly, this is really good of a Ritual monster. And then for the Ritual spell, Advent of the Heroic Soul, or Legend Advent, it is always treated as a Legend card while in the hand or graveyard. The requirements are none. And for the effect, you ritual summon one lineage or legend lineage saber by sending face-up monsters from your field whose combined levels total 10 or more to the graveyard as material, and you cannot use more monsters than necessary as material. Now, this is part of a series called the Legend cards, and as you can see, there's multiple main deck monsters that are level 4 and level 3, along with 3 level 7s. And you have Grand Legend Magician being a level 7 spellcaster, and it's always treated as a legend card while in hand or graveyard. And the requirement is reveal one Legend Magician or one legend card in your hand to destroy one spell or trap card on your opponent's field. So the reason why that they're treated as a legend card is because that's what they are. That's the series of cards for the deck, and honestly, these are very good cards because they all share the common factor of being 300 defense. You also have Grand Legend Priest, which is also treated as a legend card while in the hand or graveyard. During your main phase that you normal or special summon this card, you send this face-up card from your field to the graveyard to destroy one face-up level 10 or lower monster on your opponent's field. Then you add one Legend Priest from your graveyard to your hand, which you can grab itself back, or you can grab, actually, it would grab its little form, because that's what they do. You could reveal the little form and get their effect, because you see that they all work together. And then we have Grand Legend Saber. This is reveal a Legend Saber or a legend card in your hand. This turn, this card gains 500 attack, and it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters. So it's nice to see that this series of cards getting support, because it's a deck that a lot of people really were excited about when it first came out, even in the TCG side, because OCG side, I should say, because it's a deck that's based off of Freerun. And I really do enjoy seeing anime references in Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially stuff like this. But these have been the final cards for the Accel Road of the Attack pack. And honestly, I cannot wait to start covering more Rush Duel in the future. Now, I do want to say thank you all for enjoying and giving feedback on these Rush videos. I'm a little bit wary on how things will go in the future, because definitely having a new pack releasing soon is very nice, on top of we're going to be going into a new pack for Rush Duels, so I get to cover it from the start, which is going to be very nice. But if you want to get any cards off a TCG Player, use the TCG Player link down in the description below. And if you want to join the Discord, there's a link down in the description as well. But also, I do have channel memberships, which are just 99 cents a month. That gives you a membership, and I don't really promote these things very well, but it gives you a membership that gives you early access. If I have questions and all that, I could just post to you guys first. That could go out later to other people, and you can see certain videos early compared to others. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next video.